Hi, I'm Becky. I'm from the Crafty Knit Twins and welcome to our ghost tutorial. So today I'll be talking you through how to do this ghost pattern, and this is made with super chunky yarn, and we've got a double knit one and a 4-ply one, and this will just show you everything you need. I'll be doing a double knit one just because it's easier, but everything you need, and from round 1 all the way to round 24, and it should probably take about half an hour. It doesn't take too long, so I hope you enjoy, just in time for Halloween. So for the ghostie pattern, what you need is a 4mm crochet hook and then some white double knit yarn. You need the tiniest amount of some black double knit yarn, and then you need just a singular stitch marker, a sewing needle. This is only used at the end to help you put your smile on and to sew the hole up at the end. You then need some safety eyes and then the kind of attachment for the back of them, and then you just need some scissors. You also need some stuffing, but I can't include that in this, so do have that as well. So for round 1 you want your crochet hook and then your yarn, and you just want to do a magic ring to start off with. And then, so continuing round 1, you just want to do 8 single crochets into this loop. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. So I'm just going to pull this tight. So I always put my stitch marker in the last one that I've done, just so I know where the end of the round is. So put that in there now. So now we're going on to round 2. So now we want to increase into every single one of these stitches. So we've got 8 now, we want 16 by the end. This is our first one. The first one can be tricky to go into. So that's 2 into 1 stitch. Another increase, 4, another increase, 6, 8, increase, so we've got 12 now, and then 14, and then this red one is the final stitch, so final increase. And then just remember to move this kind of marker up when you've finished with that stitch. There we go, so that's the end of round 2. At this point, if you want, just make sure you pull this nice and tight to kind of close up the magic ring properly. So round 3, you just do a single crochet and then increase, and just repeat that all the way around, so you'll have a total of 8 times that you've repeated that. So let's find that first stitch. So single crochet, next one here, second one, is going to be an increase. So the first one, and go the same increase. So we're just going to go with that all the way around. So single crochet, increase, single crochet, increase. So we started off with 8 and then 16, and then this one will end up with 24. Single crochet, there we go. So then just moving that marker. And the best thing to do is just after every round to count how many you've got, just so that you know you've got the right amount of stitches and you have done that single increase or single crochet and then you'll increase. So for round 4, we're still increasing. We're going to do 2 single crochets and then an increase. So we'll just really gradually, so that's our first single crochet, second one, and then increase into the third stitch. So yeah, we're just really gradually increasing the circle, and this is going to be your top of your ghost. So single crochet, single crochet, and then increase. And we'll just repeat that all the way around again. So this is our final kind of 2 single crochets and an increase. There we go. So that's our final stitch again. Move that up. So this time we should have 32 stitches all the way around at the end of round 4. So round 5 is our final increase round, and you might be surprised to know you're doing 3 single crochets and then an increase. 1, 2, 3, and then increase in this 4th one. We're nearly at the end of round 5, so we've just got the final 3 crochet to do. And then that final increase. We'll move that stitch marker up. So now we've finished round 5, we should have 40 stitches all the way around, and that's the end of our increasing. So this is the top of our ghost. So now what we're going to do is just work straight rows all the way down, single crochet all the way round, no increases. And you're going to do that from row 6 to row 15. So I'll do that first one. So literally just single crochet in every single stitch. I'll show you what it looks like after a few rounds, and then I'll come back for round 15. Here is your ghost after completing round 10 of your single crochets. So obviously you did that increase at the start, and now you're starting to kind of build your work up here. So we've got another 5 more rows of rounds, sorry. So I'm going to come back here at the end of round 15. So here I'm just doing the last couple of stitches in round 15. So this is your final round where you're just single crocheting all the way around. So you can see that we've got a nice kind of cylinder shape now, and what we're going to do now in row 16 is put the arms on. So your first instruction is to single crochet just the 1 stitch just into that one, and then from here you're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you're going to do a half double crochet in USA terms in this 3rd chain from your hook. So round, skip the first, skip the second one, and into this 3rd one, and pull all the way through. And then what you're going to do is do a half double crochet in each of these chains down. So the next one here, 2, 3. So in total you'll have 4 half double crochets. So we've all done our first one, and the second one, then the 3rd one, and then the 4th one here. So obviously you've done that 1 single crochet here, and then you've chained. So you're going to carry on into this stitch here, so kind of act like that you haven't done this, and then just do another single crochet there. So once you've done a single crochet there, I want you to do 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to make another arm. So chain 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then half double crochet into that 3rd one here. So 1, 2, 3, and then half double crochet all the way down that chain. So second one, then your third one, and then your fourth one. There you go, and that is your second arm. And now it's nice and easy. You just give a single crochet all the way back to this marker, and you should have 31 single crochets all the way around. So I'll do that with you. So go into this next one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. And now we're back to where we started. So that is the end of round 16. And we'll just move that marker up. And these are your 2 arms. For round 17, we're going to be doing some increases. And this is to try and get that wavy pattern at the end of the ghost. So what I want you to do first is to do 4 single crochets. It's really important with these arms that you kind of act like they're not there. So go into this first stitch, that's 1. The best thing I do is just pull that forward, and there's the next one here, just into that bit, so that's 2. So you kind of just acting like those arms aren't even there. 3, 4, there we go. So you've done your 4 single crochets, and your next stitch, you've got to increase twice into the same stitch. So what I mean by that is normally an increase, you just do 2 in the same stitch. This time we're going to increase and put 3 into the same stitch. So 1, same one, 2. So that's a normal increase, but we're going to go one step further and do the same one, do a third one, and this will create that really nice wavy pattern. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 normal crochet, and 1, 2, 3 in the same stitch. And that pattern you're just going to repeat around, and you'll have repeated 8 times in total. So you've got 7 more. I'll just get you past this next arm. So again, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 3 single crochet, and 4 single crochet. And then pretend that arm's not there. So we'll go into this one right here. And now it's time to do our 3 stitches into the same stitch. So that's the first one, second one, third one. There we go. So we'll keep repeating all the way around. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3 in your final stitch. And when you're moving this stitch marker, pop it in your final stitch that you've done. And that is the end of round 17. And you might be able to look at it and see that this is starting to become a wavy ghost pattern. So round 18 is nice and easy. You just get a single crochet in every single stitch. And because we increased double the amount in our last round than we normally would have, we've gone to 56 stitches. So if you count as you go round, then you'll make sure you're on the right track. Seven, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, and then finally 56. So that is the end of your round 18, which is really nice. Yeah, that wavy pattern's really forming for you now. So I would say this is the best point to add your eyes. So the best way to add your eyes and add them evenly is to kind of look at these kind of holes, and these are what your rows are, and count them. So with the eyes, I find the best thing is to go above the arm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just pop it in there. So that's the level you want. I'll do the same on the other side. That's the arm. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the same. So I think they look a little too far apart. So I might just move them in just one hole here. That one there. And we'll kind of compare the arms because these are symmetrical. So 3, 4. So that's the second one in. 1, 2, 3. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 in. So it depends what look you're going for. If that's a bit too close, you can do it wider if you want. It's completely up to you, but I would recommend 4 above the arm. So I think we'll go with that for now. I'm just comparing my other one and seeing what it looks like. I think they're a bit closer than these ones, so maybe we do want it slightly further. It's hard to sometimes get the look you're going for, I think. Yeah, this is completely up to you about where you want them. Okay, and the best tip that I've got for adding safety eyes is they're a bit annoying to do sometimes, but you don't want them to be really, really tight and almost feel like they're indenting into your work. So turn it around. I've got some stuffing ready. I'm going to get a little bit of stuffing, pop it on the other side of it, pop it through, and then use, so I've used a 10mm safety eye for this one. Obviously, yeah, you can use bigger or smaller, it's completely up to you. And then just use that stuffing, just kind of get it a little protective, and then click it in like that. So that will look like at the minute, and that will keep that attached. And we'll get some more stuffing and do the same with the other one. And this should stop making it a bit too indented. There are some really cool tools to use to pop safety eyes on, which I haven't got, which I probably should invest in. But there we go. I wouldn't do the mouth yet. I would wait until you've finished and do the mouth, but we'll carry on the actual pattern. Look at him. So we're on round 19 now. So again, this is another increase round, and we've got a repeat to do. So you're going to do 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you're going to do that increase 3 times in the same stitch. 1, 2, 3, so that's all in that same one here, and then just 1 single crochet. So the reason we do 5 and then the 3 and then the 1 is so that 3 goes into directly the middle one of the one we did before, and this creates that really nice curve. If we did it slightly somewhere else, then you wouldn't get this really nice curve that the ghost has got. So that's your repeat. So 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3 increase in the same one, and then just the 1 single crochet. And you can see that's nice curvy now. So I'll keep going and I'll see you at the end. Okay, so that's our 5th single crochet, and now we're doing 3 increase. 1, 2, 3. There's our final single crochet, and that is the end of your row 19. So it looks very wide at the minute, But what we're doing now is we're going to be going in the front loop only, and this is going to help us close the ghost. So when I say front loop, you've got a V shape here, and you're just going to be going into this side of it. And that enables you to then go into the back one in the next row, which means you kind of can close it up and make it not as wide. So front loop only, you're going to do a half double crochet. So just make sure you get that one there. Half double. And this is all USA terms. And then a double, again, front loop only. And then you're going to do a triple. So that's 2 round, front loop. That's 3 you've done. And now you're going to do another double, front loop. And then another half. And then finally, a slip stitch into your next one. So this, it's like kind of exaggerates that curve, and this is now your repeat all the way round. So we're going to do that a few more times with you, and then I'll meet you at the end. So the next one you're going to be doing, again, all front loop only, half double crochet, and then the double crochet, and then the triple. Oh, sometimes triple kind of falls apart before you can finish. There we go. And then your double. And then your half double. And then a slip stitch. So this repeat has the half double, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 within this. So then you just repeat that all the way around. And your previous row had 72 stitches. Okay, so we'll just keep going. Half, double, triple, double, half, slip knot. So you should end up this final stitch being a slip knot. There we go. And that is our nice wavy pattern all the way around the bottom of our ghost. So we went into the front loop of all of those, which means the back loop is still there, and these are these bits here. So in order to close this effectively, because we did quite a lot of increases here, what you're going to do is just do decreases all the way around. So we did have 72 stitches, we should end up with 36. So straight from here, I'm going to keep that stitch marker there. It should be quite obvious when we get to the end of the round. So our first one is here. So you literally just carry on doing that all the way around, and you should end up with 36 of them. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the best thing I've found to do is to literally just fold this over so you can see these really well. It does depend what yarn you're using. Sometimes if you use really chunky yarn, then actually you can really struggle to see these. And again, with using like 4-ply. But double knit's a pretty safe choice. Remember, they're very small. Just keep repeating this all the way around. If we just went into single crochet, all of them, and didn't decrease, then actually the bottom of the ghost would be really big and you wouldn't get that close effectively. So you have to make sure you do a decrease all the way around. And this bit of the ghost you don't see, So we are doing quite a quick decrease, and if it does become slightly holdy, that is okay, but you won't see it. It's going to be on the floor or on the desk, wherever you want to put it. And because we have an even number of stitches to begin with, we should finish in the final stitch. And these are the final two. So what I would do now is put that red marker into your final stitch. So you should have 36 all the way around at the end of your round 21. So now, similar to the increase, we're just going to be doing the same thing but decreasing. So we're going to do 2 single crochet and then a decrease, and repeat that all the way around. So make sure you work into that first stitch. So 1, 2, decrease. Again. And if you've got the right kind of number of stitches, then you should finish with that decrease in that last stitch. There we go. And just move that stitch marker. So we've only got a couple more rounds to go. So I would start putting some stuffing in there now. I'm going to go grab some. Got way too much here. But don't put loads and loads and loads in there just at this point, because sometimes the stuffing gets in the way of when you're doing these decreases. But now every row, once you finish it, you just want to stuff some. And you can kind of do whatever shape you want. If you want it really, really wide, then just stuff a bit extra. But at the minute, I'll leave the stuffing at that, and I'll add some more when I finish the next round. So for round 23, you want to do a single crochet and decrease all the way around. So yeah, single crochet, decrease. So you've got 3 stitches left here, and again, if you've done it right, you should just go single crochet and then your decrease. Again, move that stitch marker. So you've only got 1 more round after this. If you want to stuff it more, I would do so now. I am going to put 1 more stuffing in here. So for row 24, your final row, you're just going to decrease all the way around. I think I might put too much stuff in this, but we will see. This is what I mean when I say the stuffing gets in the way sometimes. And again, if you've done it the correct amount of stitches, you should end up with that decrease in that final one. So you don't need this anymore. So once you've done that final decrease, just fasten off and pull this one through, and then cut your yarn and leave a bit of a tail. So obviously you've got a tiny hole there. You're going to close that up in a second, but if you do want to put more stuffing in or bring it out, do it now. But yeah, that's it. That's sewing needle. So you're fastened off and you've done that slip stitch kind of into that next stitch, and all you do to bring it close is just each stitch just go in, out, just in and out that way, and just do that all the way around. You just have to do it incredibly tightly because you'll be pulling on it to close, and to get to that beginning one. I can never remember which one's the beginning or not, but there we go. And then when you're completely done, just pull it tight and that'll just close that hole. It doesn't mean you can't stuff it anymore, but you're all done. And this is what I mean, it's quite holdy because we decrease quite quickly, but obviously this is the bottom, so no one's going to see that bit. And then just kind of weave this end in. So this is your ghostie, and now we just have to do the mouth and then we're all done. So you just want your sewing needle and then your black thread. I know that everyone does their mouth a little differently. I know some people do that V shape, but I've never been a fan of that. But in fairness, what I do is a bit random as well. But I just go into the back of it, go through the stuffing. Although sometimes if it's a bit too thick, I just kind of come in from a different angle. We'll go there. And leave a long tail there, so I'm going to end up pulling it through. And then just kind of do this running stitch across. It does create some gaps, but you then kind of do this, and then you just thread your yarn through there, through that way, through that way, and then just pull it back. And I shove it out the back of the ghost. I don't want to pull too tight because we don't want those eyes indented, so we don't want these indented either. Kind of let it hang, and then I kind of fiddle about with it just to make it not be too indented. There we go. And then just pop this one out the back as well in the same spot. If you want, you can pop it through even the same bit and then tie them together and kind of shove them in the stuffing. But again, oh, this got caught on something. So if you pull too tightly, that's what happens. So just get that nice and relaxed there, like that. And those are your two ghosties. And the final element, if you want to do, which I saw someone do this online and I thought it made it look super cute, is to add some blush. And it's actual makeup blush. This is one I don't really use, or haven't really ever used, and same with the brush. I kind of just use whatever I've got. That. And just pop it on your brush and just where you think the cheeks will be. Really light touches. You don't need a lot. Now you've got a cute little ghostie. This one's name's Boogie, so I'm not sure what I'm going to name that one. Same crochet hook in but slightly different yarn. I think they're both meant to be double knit, but sometimes double knits you don't get the same brand and stuff. They are slightly different sizes, so they are slightly different, but overall very cute. So I hope you've now made your very own ghostie and it was really easy and enjoyable. So, and I hope you named it appropriately for Halloween as well. This one's Jumbo, we've got Giggles, our little one, and then we've got Boogie and Woogie. And we have got more crochet tutorials if you want. We've got a how-to crochet kind of series going on. I think we're on week 5 or 6 at the minute. So please follow along if you want more tutorials and more little ghost patterns. Thanks for watching.